Hey, Marcus here from Ain't Got a Clue. Just wanted to say, hey, thank you very much for listening to the pod, supporting myself and Kay. Keep doing it. Keep listening to us. We're free. Why not? But if you want to support us a little bit more, did you know we have a Patreon? And on that Patreon, every time we drop an episode on our regular feed that you're listening to now, we also drop Patreon exclusive episodes. So every time you get an episode on a regular feed, you get an exclusive one just for you, an episode just for our patrons if you sign up to it. Plus, our patrons get all of our regular content early and ad-free. Here's a clip of what one of them sounds like.
What do the French call the English channel?
The poo-poo channel. The channel of poo-poo, because the British poo-poo.
No, I mean, if you were trying to think about
Le channel.
Okay.
Is where I go. Le Chanel.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Like, you'd probably, if you were probably thinking about it in a in a logical sense, you'd be like Le Chanel Anglais.
Yeah.
Le Chanel Anglais, or
Le Chanel Anglais.
Le Angleterre Chanel.
Yeah.
Or
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Chanel Anglaise.
Even that. I was thinking Chanel Anglaise. I said, in fact, probably that would be my first answer.
Yeah, Anglais. See, the problem is, like, so I'll be like, Anglais, Chanel Anglais, or l'Angleterre, and people are like, right, you can speak French. And it's like, nah.
Saying stuff in the French accent.
I've just got a great French accent. My pronunciation is superbe.
Yeah. Have you got that mate that can't speak French, but he'll just try and speak English in the accent?
Yeah, superbe.
Yes, superbe. Excusez-moi, les chips?
En
chips?
pomme de frites.
En pomme de frites? Yeah.
En pomme de frites, s'il vous plaît. Ouais.
But it's not le channel français.
No,
le
it's
français
not.
Channel.
It's not le Chanel Angleterre or le Chanel Française or any of these ones, for example. You know when you get the French expert that comes on and he's got like the sort of a Cockney accent. So it's not for these ones, for example, as well. That's when they say that as well.
That's the one that's grown up for a little while in the UK.
Yeah. So it's very much a lot of different words that you think you can have. But actually, what the French actually call it, le manche. I mean, you know, known colloquially to the English as the narrow sea until the 18th century.
Narrow.
Yeah. It's never had a fixed name either in English or in French.
Okay. Do you know what? I like the name of the narrow sea because it makes me feel like I'm a lot closer to France. And I forget, and this is all joking aside, how bloody close we are to France. If you're in the south of the UK.
Yeah, you're probably closer to Paris than you are.
We are closer
Manchester.
to Paris than I was going to say
Edinburgh.
Scotland. But yeah, I was going to say,
Edinburgh,
yeah. Like, if you live in the south of the UK and you type in drive to Paris, it's like 5 hours. Drive to Scotland, try 10, mate. I find that fascinating.
Yeah. So, how long does it take for the Eurostar from Waterloo to...
But it takes about 3 hours.
What's a 3-hour train journey?
It's Manchester, bro. Lancashire, Preston, 2 hours and 35 minutes. It'll take something like that.
Oh, there you go. So, yeah, it was never defined as a political border. So the names were more or less just descriptive. So it's just like, what should we call it? Oh, well, it's narrow, innit? It's a narrow sea.
I like it. I'm for that kind of naming.
And obviously, it wasn't considered the property of a nation. So I feel like it's a bit presumptuous of us to go, see, English Channel.
Yeah, I agree.
It's our...
The English Channel.
The English Channel. Should we just call it the BBC? The name of the English Channel has been widely used since the early 18th century, and it's originating from a Dutch sort of sea map.
Oh, okay.
So the Dutch called it Anglais. No, or what's it? Dutch. Let's get
Dutch
the Dutch.
Anglais.
No, Dutch. They called it the English Canal. The English Canal.
Canal?
Canal.
Ah,
English
okay.
Canal. So it was probably a canal. So that was Dutch. And they were Dutch.
I'm a canal linguist. Canal linguist? No?
No.
Okay, no.
English Canal in Dutch sea maps from 16th century onwards. In modern Dutch, however, it's known as Het Kanaal, with no reference to the word English. So in a modern day, the Dutch don't even consider it English.
Good.
So it's really funny to me that we've just gone, yeah, that's ours.
It's mad, isn't it?
And the French are like, no, it's La Manche. Dutch are like, no, it's het kanaal.
It's just there.
Het kanaal, that's just what it is.
It's just canal.
There's no reference to English.
What a time it must have been to be like, I like this place. I shall call it Marcus. What a time. This dessert is, what do you call this dessert? Creme brulee? No, it's creme bronzy. Everybody, creme bronzy all round.
Yeah, so-
what's this beer? Nah, it's K. I would like a pint of K, please.
So this is the thing.
Fantastic.
It's like living in North Korea, isn't it? Everything's just like we didn't know that the rest of the world just don't respect
Mad.
this aspect of it.
It's fascinating.
We've just called it the English Channel, and that's what it must be. So later on, it was also named stuff like the British Channel or the British Sea, and at one point, but it was called the Oceanus Britannicus.
I think we know what voice I'm going to ask you to
By
to
the
say that
2nd
in
century geographer Ptolemy. Yes, this is the Oceanus Britannicus. Sea to imagination.
The channel to the English.
No,
the
it's
La Manche to the French.
Oceanus Britannicus
to the Dutch. God.
English Canal to the Dutch, and we will own this one way or another. So Oceanus Britannicus is used on an Italian map. Well, it was to from 1450.
Yeah.
Which also gives the alternative name of Canalitis Anglais, possibly the first recorded use of channel designation.
Nice. I'd probably call it Canalites. Big up my Canalites.
What if it was
That'd
like
be us.
Caribbean?
Yeah,
like,
we got my Canalites.
Yo, Marcus.
Yo,
my G.
yo.
What should we name this particular part of the sea?
Can I light? No, it's a question. Can I light it?
Can I light it? Me want to call this, can I light it? English girl, me want to light it. La Manche.
Laws inside say I can I light it.
Anyway, before people are
Fuck
like,
the
oh my
police,
God,
I'm gonna light it.
why are they using a Jamaican accent? And
Well-
they butchered it as well.
Well, I'll be lying to you. It would be the accent that I've just recently butchered on this podcast. If you'd like to listen to me butchering other accents, please go through all episodes of Ain't Got a Clue.
So the Anglo-Saxon texts often called it the South Sea as opposed to the North Sea, which is the Bristol Channel. And the common word channel was first recorded in Middle English in 13th century and was borrowed from the Old French Channel.
So there's an old French channel that we borrowed
it's
it
a
from.
variant from Chenil Canal. The French name La Manche has been used since at least the 17th century.
I like La Manche.
Now
Sounds
you're
wicked.
probably thinking, what is La Manche? Qu'est-ce que c'est La Manche?
Qu'est-ce que c'est Le Manche?
That's probably not even the right word for it, or right phrase, but où est le Manche? Le Manche is en mer. Is it la mer?
Le Mer.
De la mer. Oh no, my French has gone. All right, can I just?
Your ear, as I've said before, it sounds very French. I can't as good as you. Go on.
I can just about remember a lot of my French GCSEs.
Yeah.
So, you know, remember when you'd be sitting, I think I've done this on here before, but I always used to love the oral exams, where they'd be like, bonjour, Mohamed. Bonjour, Ludovic. It was just like these mad voices.
Super
like,
chirpy voices, isn't it?
Where is Mohammed from? Why is his voice so deep? Like, bonjour, Mohamed.
Bonjour, Mohamed.
Or Ludovic or whatever, yeah. And it would be like, he's like, j'habite à Paris. And he'd be like, je suis 12. And you're like, you're 12 years old and you've got a voice that
You
deep.
sound like you smoke 50 a day.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Is he from the suburbs? So the name is usually said to refer to the channel's sleeve shape. Le Manche.
It has a sleeve shape. Which way is that going? A shape like a sleeve. I've honestly never heard anything being described as shaped like a sleeve. I'd like to explore this. A sleeve shape.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
Grandmother had buttons, she would have been a sleeve.
If my grandmother had buttons, she would have been a slave. If my sea was by the Britain, it will be called the British Sea. Essentially.
Yeah.
The name is said to refer to the sleeve, channel sleeve.
Anyone called anything sleeve shaped other than the channel, I'd find it was a derogatory term. Imagine that. So yeah, bruv, he's shaped like a sleeve. Look at him. He's got a head shaped like a sleeve.
I mean,
sleeve head.
I've got a bit of a square head, I think. Do I not?
That's fine, though, to have an angled head. Angular is what we'd call it. Sturdy jawed.
Mm-hmm. So the name in French has been directly adapted in other Romance languages. Do you know what Romance languages are?
That was a clip from one of our Patreon episodes. To listen to that and a bunch of our other exclusive Patreon podcast episodes, plus all of the content you listen to on our regular feed early, head to patreon.com/ain't got a clue or check the link in the episode description. Thanks.